Ah, man. Even when we get 3 points, we can't be completely happy because guess what? Reece James is injured again.
All right. Here we go back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that has participated in the watch along, in the live chat. Look, there was two halves, not 45 minutes and 45 minutes. It was a match before Reece James went out injured and the match after Reece James went out injured. That's how I saw this particular match. Let's talk about the match that happened when Reece James was still around and not injured. First of all, look, I didn't have massive complaints about the lineup. Still believe that lineup was strong enough to do the damage in the preview. I said fully expect us to spank Bournemouth. Bournemouth, no disrespect, from what I saw last week against Newcastle, not good enough. That lineup that was put out today, I thought no way that lineup can do any type of damage to us. And the lineup we put out, I thought should back my prediction of 3-0. That's what I had, and it was going to script. I would have liked Omari Hutchinson to get to have got a start, but that's fine. Christian Pulisic got that start ahead of him. Maybe Graham Potter going for seniority, which is okay. Zakaria was a bit of a surprise to me. The only reason being is before the World Cup, Graham Potter wasn't using Zakaria during the World Cup. Switzerland didn't use Zakaria, so I thought, is there something wrong with the player? So it was a bit of a surprise, but at the same time, like I was wishing him the best and wanted to see the same sort of performance he had against Zagreb. And we're going to come to the performance. I thought Zakaria was very, very good. And overall, it was a strong team. It was a very strong team. Kepa in goalkeeping position, which says a lot about Mendy. Kepa has been injured. Mendy's played in the World Cup. Yes, Mendy's been dodgy, and I'm fully expected Kepa to start as well. That was in my prediction. But I think the bigger concern about Mendy is I don't think he's fancied by Graham Potter one bit, and Mendy's future at Chelsea Football Club, yeah, it's not looking great. Thiago Silva, Koulibaly in the middle. I probably thought it was going to be Thiago Silva and Chalobah, but both Thiago Silva and Koulibaly were very strong. Cucurella in the left back position, Reece James in the right back position, Zakaria Jorginho very much complemented each other in that midfield. Mason Mount just a bit ahead of them, a little bit deeper in midfield, driving into attacking positions when getting the opportunity. Up front, Kai Havertz, Sterling on the right, and Christian Pulisic on the left. So it was a good lineup, and that's exactly how it turned out to be in the match. As soon as the kickoff happened, you could see there was a different change, like a mood change, a vibe. The attitude was different. We were energetic. We were intense. Everyone looked very hungry. And I said it. Reece James makes such a difference, man, to this team. I know it was his first game back after injury, but I had him to start in my preview. One of the biggest reasons is when Reece James is around, even if this is his first game back and we probably wouldn't have seen Reece James's best game, but it's the vibe. Like having Reece just gives confidence to the rest of the team. You just know defensively you don't need to worry too much. Attackers can bomb up. Sterling doesn't need to drop deep too much. And first half we were all over Bournemouth. Bournemouth had nothing. Kepa had nothing to do. Thiago Silva and Koulibaly were rock solid. Cucurella had a fantastic game. Reece James was giving us different options on that right side, attacking impetus. Defensively, he was rock solid as well. Sterling was carefree on that right side and produces a fantastic cross for Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, a brilliant finish. If that's the level of finish I'm going to see from Kai Havertz, then fine, carry on. But in the second half, we'll get to it. It was a different, everyone, not just Kai Havertz. Mason Mount, lovely take, lovely finish. Goal and I don't think it was an assist. I think Kai Havertz had a goal and an assist. Kai's layoff to Mason Mount's goal. He got an assist. Mason, for me, was probably the standout. I think overall Kai Havertz got the man of the match maybe, but correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen who got the man of the match. But for me, Mason Mount was very good. excellent. Playing deeper, just ahead of Jorginho and Zakaria, spraying the ball on the right side or on the left side, coming in deep, from deep in midfield into just outside the box. And a fantastic finish. He's got that in the locker. That's exactly the kind of role I want to see him play week in, week out. Christian Pulisic was looking very good as well. His drives from that left side deserved a penalty, I feel. Didn't get that in the first half. A lot of people said, but it's just a small tug. That's all it takes, though. That's all it takes, a small tug to disrupt your run, your momentum. Should have been a penalty. Should have been a penalty. But it all changed, man. It all changed. As soon as Reece James got injured, and this is the thing, man. As soon as second half started, I thought maybe we're going to go on a bit of a juggernaut. 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. We're going to really romp them because the confidence was looking good. And then Reece James got injured. I don't even think anyone even touched him. He just fell down and he had his hand on his face. Looked like he was crying. First game back, ladies and gentlemen. He could not even last for 60 minutes. Now, you can sit there and blame the medical staff. You can sit there, blame Potter for, possibly starting him so quickly. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm there to blame anyone. I think we just need to seriously examine Reece James now. I have always said it's something to do with his body composition. The amount of muscle injuries this lad picks up, there's no doubt you have to brand him as injury prone. He's still world class for me. He's still the biggest difference maker for us. I know some people are worried about the long-term contract. I'm not. But I need a full examination done on him now as to how can we ensure we keep him in the field, because this is now ridiculous. Every season he was getting injured for a long time. Now he can't even seem to come back one match. I believe he's been training with the Chelsea team for 2 weeks now, or just a bit more than 2 weeks. He's had 60 minutes in that closed in-house game against Brentford. I think he featured. Did he feature against Aston Villa? I'm not really sure. But the drastic change, as soon as Reece James disappears, Bournemouth all over us. Everyone is targeting Azpilicueta. As much as I love Azpilicueta, man, oh my God. 1st Jan, our biggest duty in this transfer window is we need a backup for Reece James, and a quality one as well. Someone with pace, someone who has the physicality, someone defensively strong. It can't just be anyone. Because the drop-off from him to Aspie is, we can't even compete against Bournemouth when that happens. And this isn't a new thing for us. We've seen this. That second half football that we played after Reece James got injured, we've seen that football being played at Chelsea Football Club for the past 12 months. Every time Reece James got injured. It's a serious issue. Everyone's game falters. Aspie starts feeling shaky. Sterling has to drop deep. Then we don't have an outlet. Havertz's game starts looking bad because he doesn't have enough people up front. Everyone's decision-making becomes all scrambled as opposed to when Reece James is around. Everyone, tends to just tick like clockwork. Havertz in the second half, clear chance to square the ball for Sterling, and he didn't. Even Mount in the second half, I didn't see enough of him. Zakaria had a very good game. Some key interceptions. First half was looking great. Some good tackles. His combination with Jorginho both complement each other very well. Jorginho with the ball carrying ability, ball playing ability. Zakaria more of that defensive side. Both sort of stayed closer together. It was a good combination. Allowed for Mason Mount to be, do what he wanted to do, a little bit more box to box. But yeah, without Reece James, everything looked a little bit shaky. Even Zakaria's game looked a little bit shaky. Jorginho hesitated at times to lay out that pass on that right side. We got opened up a few times on our right side. Defense gets stretched. A little bit more quality than Bournemouth. I think we get in trouble. Something to really think about, ladies and gentlemen. Something to really think about. We have to get a backup in January, or else it's going to be another long second half of this Premier League season. Aubameyang doesn't start. I thought he probably would have started, but I think there's some clear information that's getting sent out by Graham Potter. I think Mendy, one of them, he's not fancied. I don't think he fancies Aubameyang either. He definitely rates Havertz a lot more as a striker. Let's see if Havertz can turn out to be a striker. I still have my doubts about that, but I'm here to be proven wrong. It'll be interesting to see how we now set up against Nottingham Forest without Reece James. And Graham Potter has said in recent times, the game changes a lot without Reece James. Game changes a lot. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we get the 3 points, which is first and foremost the most important part. 2-0 could have been a lot more for us. But since Reece James got injured, it became peak again. It became peak. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you thought about this particular match in the comment section below. I'm keenly looking forward to that January window, man. 1st January, we better have someone lined up. And someone with a bit of quality as well. Very much needed. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time. See ya.